Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Omnia. This is their part number 007/4. This is a spindle, is what it is. And this is a spindle that's going to be used on typical passage sets. This type of spindle is called a straight spindle. There are three types of spindles that I can think of off the top of my head. There's a straight spindle. It's just a piece of straight key stock that has some machining done to it. There's a swivel spindle, and that means that each end will rotate independently of each other. And then there's a split spindle. A split spindle is comprised of 2 or 3 components. I've seen them as 2 or 3 components. And the reason that they're split is because they're in individual pieces. Imagine if you dissected this along the length of the spindle into 2 or 3 pieces. Depending on how you cut them, when you tighten the set screw, it would force the pieces. One piece will act as a wedge to force the other 2 out to be able to give you a more secure anchoring. 19th century Yale locks featured a split spindle, and were very, I would imagine, I don't know firsthand, but I would imagine that they were very effective at keeping the trim on the spindle. However, this modern Omnia unit has a similar principle in that when you install your trim over this slot that they've done in the end here, when you put your set screw into that milled area and you tighten that, that's going to force those 2 pieces to come out and away and probably lock in very well on your trim. It's a bane of decorative hardware, meaning much of the stuff's held together with set screws and thread lock, and without thread lock it will certainly be a maintenance issue where you're constantly tightening set screws. So this is a very nice design by Omnia. This being a straight spindle, this would be used in an application where both sides were going to act together. They would, if you rotated one side, the other side would rotate as well because it's a straight spindle. Would you use this on mortise locks? You could. It would have to be a function where you did not need independent control over one side versus the other like you would in an entrance function where the exterior needs to be locked and the interior needs to be unlocked, or like a storeroom function. Outside's always rigid, inside's always free to turn. You would certainly not be able to use a straight spindle for that. A passage function is where you're going to see this. Some dimensional properties of the Omnia 007/4. 4-inch overall length. This is just some steel, is all it really is. Some sort of corrosion-resistant zinc coating on it, certainly. The key stock is 0.275 by 0.274, so it's basically 0.275 on either end, however you measure it. Okay. 9/32 of an inch, I'm thinking, something in that range. There's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Omnia products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. Any questions on the Omnia? This is their part number 007/4. Straight spindle, solid spindle, or any other Omnia product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.